Good afternoon. I saw on YouTube that there's an option for low latency, which I didn't realize was an option. So hopefully it'll be a little more real time this stream if people want to interact and chat. I'll be able to ask people's opinion and not have to wait 30 seconds for it. Fingers crossed. I'm going to keep a close eye to see if it affects the quality of the stream. Otherwise, here we go. I'm on day 41, which fills my soul with joy every time I think about my brother being on like day 100 something, and still ahead of me surely, but just, you know, being more lucky than he is feels good sometimes. Okay, so the big hope for today, the big hope, we froze our assets last time. We have a ton of gems and coins. So I'm hoping that this can be a classroom day, because classrooms are the biggest thing I haven't successfully drafted so far, mostly because of gem costs. So I'd like to draft those, and I wouldn't mind also seeing if I can get into the armory. So those are our two hopes, and it all boils down to this. We also don't have a shrine blessing, so I mean, I might go to that if it shows up, but again, we're hoping for the classroom. Rip us. Okay. So lacking the classroom, the shelter is probably a good call. There was a suggestion in the tomb. I haven't been in the chapel in a long time. There's a suggestion that one of the angels points towards dreams. The eighth angel points to our dreams. And so I don't know if that just means getting into the reservoir area, or if that means something else. So I kind of want to drop the tomb, but I think I'm going to go play it safe and go for the shelter today. And we'll go from there. Just gonna get my setup proper. I could go down into the shelter, get a gem, but again, I don't think I'm gonna need them today. So with that in mind, we're probably just gonna get a bunch of keys if possible. Do as many key rooms. I mean, we'll get the office early. That's pretty good. Let us get more coins if we need. I don't want to drop the library here. Bed. Kitchen would probably be okay. Should probably get the closet. Don't really want the parlor here. Do the spare green room. Peek in, see if there's something there. Doesn't look like it. Nook. Or commissary. Both would be okay. I think we'll go commissary. Because the sleeping mask is also something I very much like to have. I'm not going to buy the metal detector yet, just because I'm hoping to get the Mount Holly gift shop today. I think secret passage into a store is probably what I want. Mount Holly gift shop. There we go. Okay. Let's see, because my dad was playing and he tried to buy blue tents, but couldn't. Oh, that was my mistake. The Swimbird plushie is what I was trying to buy. Blue tents, you need 8 trophies, but I just wanted to get this because it's aside from the storeroom, it's the most expensive thing that I couldn't get. I figured that was a good purchase for my time. Okay, so 8th Angel. 6, 7. So is the 8th Angel behind here? I just can't see it. There's no number down there. Because, again, if the 8th Angel is just the Death Angel, then, like... makes it a little more complicated. We'll put the den just because I want to get that corner. And hopefully... Dang. We'll do the laboratory. Because raising our allowance is a big goal in general. And getting more letters is a good thing. So let's see. Small chests are pretty good. Losing 10 steps and gaining 20 gold lines up pretty well with bedroom drafting. I didn't check the kitchen to see if I could buy apples. The pantry likely has an apple, sometimes has a banana. I kinda like this. Because small chests can give keys, and I don't need money. I need keys more than anything, and so I just need to make sure I get the coat check. Sometimes there's stuff in here, not often, but... Still also need to find an item that lights things up. I'm guessing it's a craftable thing. I think we want bedroom. Bedroom here is probably okay. Again, gets us sleep mask and... oh, I didn't draft the kitchen. Storeroom, probably okay. Get it out of the pool. I have the dive bird plushie now, so maybe that little dive bird token will do something hard. So we gotta make sure this curves upward, otherwise our day's over, and that would be a miserable waste of 38 gems. We'll go to the pantry. Let's get the apple for now. Take the kitchen because it curves the other way. Yeah. Yeah. Aquarium. I don't think there's anything else to do in the kitchen in general. I want the clock tower because I could just wait in the clock tower at that point. I take the observatory, less likely to be locked if I take the observatory over the nook. I think we're gonna go for that. Again, we could just be drafting ourselves out of every opportunity because because of the way our house is shaped. We're gonna go drawing room. We're not gonna risk the dark room, as I often do, and often am punished by. Dining room it is. Take the corridor. I was gonna get so mad. The box with the most words does not have gems. Both statements written on the other boxes are false. There is only one true box. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is false, and these are both. Well, these then can't both be true. If this is true, these are both false, and then this one has the gems. So I think that's just, you know, not wasting our time. Open this one. We don't need the gems, but there's a trophy if you solve enough of these, and so. No, you can't do this to me. Every single time I get a lot of gems. This is what always happens. This sucks. Every single time. I mean, okay, I was a little slapdash with my drafting, so it's really my fault here, but that blows. I don't think there's any specific reason to draft any of these. I didn't even get to bedrooms, not that it matters. Not that it matters. Okay. We'll just go for the pool hall. Get more credit for solving the puzzle. It's fine. It's fine. Good luck comes and goes, and that's fine. Are we back to easy puzzles? Or... Nope. Because it's 4 times 4 minus 13 plus 1. Yellow is times, right? 16 minus 13 is 3 plus 1 is 4. Red is multiply. So 0. Okay, that's cute though. That's cute. That's cute. This sucks. This is a lot of things. 7. So it's back to 0. It's just 1. No, it would be -1, right? 8. Okay, never mind. So it's just 1 again. Yeah. Man, that would have been nice a bit ago. Yeah, we're cooked. C'est la vie. No sense crying over... Okay, so the delay was only like 20 seconds. Still feels about the same. So I might have to go to ultra low latency, but I just wanted to test connection to see how long the delay would be. You gotta have some bad days, and the more you build up the good days, the more pressure you feel, the more you mess it up. So, best to just start fresh. And we spent the coins. That was the real thing I was afraid of, not being able to spend the coins, so glad that we got that at least. So now we hope for the shrine. We could, I mean, we can always try for another bedroom day. That's always a good opportunity. I said bedroom, classroom day. Because I fall asleep in class. Got him. Yeah. Are there shrine blessings that give me gems? There's the blessing of the general that drafting red rooms gives you gems. That's the only one that gives gems. So I think I'm gonna go for the schoolhouse this time, just because I see it less frequently than I see the shrine, it feels. And just give myself a chance to draft schools today. Maybe that's not a good plan. We'll see. Okay. I hate getting the library here. We need the gems. Again, you want the dormitory farther up on a school day. You want it farther into your house so that you can visit it more quickly. So my problem with the double statements, if this is false, does that make both statements false? And then like the double negative of the above statement is true being false makes it true? And if this box is true, then that means the gems are in this box. Like, so let's go with this being true. Gems are not in this box. Gems are in this box. One of these has to be false. And so what does that even mean? What does that even mean? Genuinely, I don't even know. Based on the statements, they have to be in either. It's basically just a 50-50 shot, because I don't really want to play this game. But I also need the gems, so I don't even know. This box. The instinctive part of me wants to say the game is tricky, and so it's gonna be in this one because it's the most confusing. But there probably is. I just am not gonna look it up because that would be boring, and I'd rather just eat the consequences. But there probably is there's probably on the wiki somewhere too. Yeah, I mean that's fair. Yeah, okay. Well, shoot. That's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I think we got punished last time for not having avenues up. So I'm going to draft the chapel, and then I'm just going to go over to the side instead. Why are they turned? I just don't understand. We're going to go for the library, just because it's a good spot, and I want to check out a new book. So we drafted the new clue, or we read this. Obviously, didn't have the magnifying glass for it. We could pick it again. I think I'm going to go for the Curse of Blackridge first, because I'm curious and I want to know about that. And then we'll draft a new clue again. Or we'll check out a new clue again. We kind of want this to turn the other way, but I also don't want to waste a gem on a commissary. So, no, this is my third time, I think. I mean, the library can tell us, I think, what my stats are for the parlor games. 4 times that I failed the parlor puzzle. Billiards, it's easy because you can just trial and error as much as you need. But yeah, we've got pictures of all these. I think we'll hold off eating the apple. I want to have a gem just in case. Man, they really, really want me to not succeed today. We'll go to the classroom because we still have the chapel that we can go up through here. We need in the bedroom helps us get back, so we will go classroom here. And again, keeping the apples uneaten for the time being. We'll go Nook because we need the key, and it gets us back down a little bit. Not great to be so... Yeah, you can redraw. That's the whole point of the classroom, is that you can redraw a lot in the classrooms. It's not great to make such a winding house because that really hurts backtracking, but it's kind of what we're at the moment, and that's what we were hoping for. Something to split the backtrack a little. I don't really want to draft the courtyard here. So I think it sucks to lose the corner again, but I think we're gonna go storeroom. Just because we need more gems. And I want more keys. Oh, now you're fighting over who's the most popular commenter. It's gonna keep swapping back and forth. That's so funny. I've never seen this before, but apparently now it's tracking who's the most, like, consistent fan, quote-unquote. We're so not putting the dormitory here. We can put the closet here, because then there's no point coming back through here except to eat apples. I think I'll just eat them on the way back out. Probably stuff on the floor that I'm missing, but it's just, I don't know, not my favorite thing to sit and try to find them every time. Eat the apple. Don't forget to eat the apple. So you're saying that I should just pick a new clue and try to read that first? Are you implying that that it could be? That would make sense. That would be the only thing that I've changed. Are you implying that I should try to get the new clue before I read the Curse of Blackbridge because there's important things I need to know from the Curse of Blackbridge? No, the ladder does not go anywhere. Because I can avoid drafting the library until I get a magnifying glass. That seems like the most efficient way to do it, for sure, but I just want to read things. I already did, don't need to read it again. At least as far as I know, I don't need to read it again. So I'm not going to check it out again. Well, okay, it already said the color of the book matters. So there's that at least. fine. Not what I wanted out of a truck, but, you know, it's gamble every time. Yeah. Classroom here is probably okay. Yeah, I have seen this one before. The 8 is still an infinity in every classroom, so that's, you know, something to keep in mind. There's another thing that referenced infinity. I don't know if these two elements being missing matters. I'm pretty sure that's just part of the table of elements, but I am not a chemist. Never studied it except for kicks and giggles. Let's redraw. Let's redraw. Different direction classroom's okay. I think it's probably fine. Okay, so I haven't been to full... A map! A map! It's playing the big music again. Oh, that's so much easier than what I was doing. Holy cow. Okay, so these are different era maps. Or this is just interesting. If I had a magnifying glass, this might be even more interesting. Because especially the corner here that has the sigils, that's very spicy. Noted. I wouldn't be surprised. Please don't give me spoilers. These kids, you gotta do better, fam. How am I supposed to copy your answers if you don't do well on your tests? At least Patricia and Arcto, was that their name? Artie. At least they're doing okay. So I'm assuming that the 4 they both got correct are actually right, and then they both just shuffled around. Each got 1 right and 2 wrong. That'll probably be the best solution. Interesting. Everyone gets some things wrong. But my guess is that because she put the band logo or sigil of Orindia on the middle one instead of Fen Iris, is why she said, I hope this isn't a political statement. Then there's just a blank sheet. Man. Dovecoat would be cute, except that I don't want to use my last gem already. I mean, what kind of I do? Especially because I'm going to get more redraws, so it should be fine. MS Paint. Draw two things that share all but one letter of their name. Tooth and two, great. Corn, acorn. Robot, root. Correct, that is clever. I guess we'll take pictures of these, but... I mean, fourth graders should be more political, I think. Poor Josh. Why won't you play nice in my notes? There we go. Okay. So, the question... do these on the walls matter here? Crown to crow to row. Or it's crown to row, crown to crow, boat to bat. Stage to sage. So N O C C L E E. House to hose, stage to stag, plane to pane. It's something he meant, yeah. But what's C-R-C-L-E-E? No, wait, C-C-L-U-E, not clue. Okay. I was dumb. House to hose is the U rather than the E. Not clue. Very nice of you, game, to let me know. I think the West Wing Hall is the best we can do. It would be nice to keep the draft here, but at least we get the pantry, so we're not completely boned. Come on, dining room. Why you gotta be like this? Yeah, thank you. One more shot. Heaven forbid there be rooms in my house that have 3 doors. Goodness gracious. Eeny, meeny. Okay, well, that was a disappointing run. I feel like there was something we read about the lavatory at one point, or I was just riffing off of the possibility of it being the throne, but it doesn't seem like there's a sanctum key here. Another kind of frustrating day. At least we got a couple more classrooms this time, but again, gems, drafting gems is what I struggle with the most so far. Because more often than not, I get pinned or cut off because I can't draft gems. Or I don't have gems to spend. So, with upgrade discs in the future, we're gonna have to figure that out. Because again, the courtyard, I missed the courtyard upgrade. I got the courtyard instead of the gem courtyard, and that's a huge regret that I have playing this game. So we didn't even draft the commissary either to buy more gems, which probably would have been a better plan, but you can't guarantee that it'll let you, so, you know. Music just suddenly stopped. Okay, well. I am going to take a picture of this, though, because that's probably going to be on the test. And yeah, I don't think there's any other reason to keep going around. I have solved this sigil in the sanctum, in the inner sanctum. I'm assuming that it marks which sigils you have completed as you do them. I've opened 4 doors, but I've only solved 1 sigil. Yeah, academic my eye. I mean, even if we just burn through a few days to punish my arrogance in lording over my brother, that I have fewer days than he does, then that's, you know, a worthy source of enjoyment. And besides, no matter how frustrated I get, I can always just take it out playing pickleball. That's great. None of these are exceptional. I like the root cellar, and it incentivizes getting an early. Heck-in commissary. Trading post, I feel like Hegelian ship posting, you have implied that there is a good function in the trading post to help you get rare items. I've never really messed around with it, so maybe I will just to see, because that would help guarantee I can get a magnifying glass, I think, if the library comes up. I don't have any items right now, obviously, but so we'll give it a try. And I still need the dynamite at some point. I always draft over here first, so I'm going to try over here instead. All of you are bad. All of you are bad. Yeah, the magnifying glass was one of the rooms that or the items that I could get from trading down in the trading post. Yeah, we'll just cut you off. We'll just take the parlor and hope that it's an easier puzzle this time. All statements on the blue box are true. The box with no false statements has the gems. This box is white. The statements on this box are either both true or both false. The box is empty. It changes based on whether you can interact with something, and so presumably I had just moused over something I could interact with. So again, the rules are a little unclear. Can one statement be true and one statement be false on a box? Because this is implying that that's the case, that it can be true or false. So maybe you apply the layer of true false and then interact with the box to see yeah, because the box with no false statements has the gems. If these are both true, then then they would be in here, but it can't because the box is empty. This could just be true and therefore has no false statements. And so I think I'm just going to go for it, because I don't want to sit and figure out with rules I don't know. So we're going down. We can just storeroom again, or we can observatory. Because corridors kind of screwed me over last time, making me keep going straight. I don't want to put the coat check in this corner. I don't want to draft the office and lose both my gems. I don't want to waste the bedroom. I can't get what I want. I think having the coat check in the first place is probably okay. I don't really want to pick up the power hammer because I don't want to obligate myself to go back here at the end of the day. I'd rather, I don't know. The greenhouse is the biggest room. The greenhouse and the secret garden are the two rooms that I want to break down the walls in the most. I think there's another room that I have not broken the wall down in. I don't remember. I know I broke the weight room. So I don't know. It doesn't have to be a lot of steps. This could connect fairly easily. And there's a good chance that I'll find other rooms that will... I don't know. I could just draft the clock tower. Could just do the clock tower and then heckin' be in there at the right time. Just sit and make chat wait with me as I open or do whatever needs to be done in the clock tower at this time. I'm going to draft the den and hope that the clock tower goes into where the goes in here, because that would be better. But commissary, let's go there. Yeah, this is the third time in a row that these have been the items in the commissary, so I'm wondering if, like, having the power hammer in the coat check just makes that happen. Sure. That's actually pretty good with the coat check. So I think I'm going to drop the terrace. It's a banana. Nothing of interest. Yay. Because we are going to need a lot of steps. Okay, with the green rooms costing less, or costing nothing, I am gonna go pick up the power hammer. Waste a bunch of steps doing so, but I would wager that with the shovel and with the plurality of green rooms, I'll be able to make it up by finding turnips. I hate when rooms orient themselves poorly. We could have a happy day here. We could be happy. There's the library. Again, chapel could be okay. It opens the most doors for us, and it's kind of important. Or I think I'm going to redraw. Because gymnasium is also a little better, honestly. It does not give me my shoes. Couple of coins, that's okay. West Wing Hall. We'd happily take the garage down here or something, but put the storeroom. Yeah, let's go up. At least one door. We can draft the library. That punishes us if the trading post doesn't pan out. We could also put the dormitory here. Though having it be crossing through the gymnasium to get here makes it a lot less useful. Yes, that's how you lower or get the elevator down to the basement available. I've already interacted with it, so it does not, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't have any other function. I kind of just want to draft the library so that there could be a way around without needing to interact in the gymnasium every time I want to interact up here. But I also don't want to, so we're going to go here. I'm going to drop the green room. And none of these are good. Ugh. Where's the greenhouse when you need it? Broken lever, huh? Coins. Coins are fine. I'm not going to open that trunk until I get more keys. And I'm going to try to go over here. I hate everything. I hate everything. I think we're going to go for the boudoir because it gives us a gem as well as the 2 ivory dice. But I hate everything here. This sucks. Dining room's okay. It gets us a bunch more steps, and it gives us more doors, and we'll go with that. But they're all going to be locked. I don't have any keys. Like, what's the point? This is not served yet, obviously. Okay. Locked. Not locked. Conference room has potential. Observatory might give me a key. Closet might give me a key. If I draft the closet, it's not going to give me keys. It's going to give me a gem and an ivory die or something. And this door is locked, so I'd rather get the conference room because it's going to be a little more open and give me the possibility of 2 more keys. Okay, so Gambit of the Queen would give us at least 1 more key. The Armory could be good. I don't think getting more coins is going to be good. It's basically either the Queen to get a single additional key, because I've already drafted all the way up here. I think I'm just going to go for the Armory. And then locked doors, because... No, not a locked door. I don't have the time, so I'm going to go for the Conservatory. Just because I want to be able to adjust more floor plans and hopefully dig up more keys. Hey. Okay. So the study I want as standard. I don't want it all the time because I don't want that many dead ends, but being able to change to get the blessing of the king whenever I want is probably okay. Chapel. I don't hate how common it is. I think it's fine keeping it how it is. And the Spirit Green Room, also, I think it's probably okay as commonplace. I mean, maybe we'll put it to standard. Because as a... I don't know. We'll put it to standard. Locked. Okay, so we have to choose which room we want to unlock. I think this dining room door is the one we want to unlock, because it might get us lower where we have a better chance of not being locked doors. The dream would be drafting the pool and then the locker room, like immediately after. You care about having a boiler room, yeah. Because the locker room spreads keys, which then we could easily pick up from the conference room. And there's the pool, so we are going to go for it. I don't have enough money to buy anything, and I'd rather keep gems available. Um, I like the Spirit Brew Room because it sometimes has gems. It doesn't cost gems to draft, and it usually just is a room I can put. I'm going to redraw these. None of you are good. Just do that. Crap. Well. I think the chapel's probably okay here. Please be unlocked. Please be unlocked. So, the question, I think I've been dumb, and I've stared at these trunks when I have the power hammer in my inventory. Yeah, I've just been dumb. And that is huge. This wasn't even locked. Nursery, I do need more steps, quite badly, if this whole nightmare of a floor plan is going to pay off in any way, shape, or form. So I think I am going to take the nursery, because it also often has an item that is worth picking. I'll take an extra gem. A key card too, that's huge. If we can get security, that will help alleviate all of the... I think the pool net is just set dressing, yeah. Doesn't look like there's anything in here today. I don't really need the gems. I need keys more than anything, so I don't really want to go to the wine cellar. I don't know. Setting your dice to do is okay. I think a letter is probably... No. I don't even know. Because I don't have hallways that are good to draft from. I've already eaten a couple of apples, and I don't... So yeah, it's gonna be spending 2 more gems. It's just... let's just do this. If it pays off, it pays off. If not, oh well. Okay, chapel. I'm gonna eat the meal at this point just because I don't plan to draft the boiler room. I don't need it for anything as far as I'm aware. And so just figure I'd get that out of the way. Nice. Again, with the room placement, room orientation, we're redrawing that. Yeah, drafting studio, that's much better. Okay, good to know that there are only 2 more that I can get here. I'm gonna add the kennel just because I want to see the dogs. Still in the magnifying glass, so I can't look at that safe. The armory. Yeah, let's go. Look at that. That's cool. And it, of course it has a knight. Once per day while drafting, you can equip Knight Shield to ignore the negative effect of any 1 red room. While drafting. That's pretty good. I'm going to use the axe in the room directory to permanently remove. Whew! That's crazy. I'd do that on the vault, probably. Can knock locks off chests and trunks. That's pretty good, too. Can't just buy the torches. Vestibule, I don't know. When you enter the room, it locks one of the doors and unlocks the other 3. So I assume it does something meaningful for that. I don't think there are any red rooms I'm really afraid of today. So I think if there's a chance that I can buy that, I think I'm gonna keep that open. That's tragic. I mean, this run has been fairly cursed anyway. I think we're gonna bedroom. Just because that is a safe draft here. And gives us more steps from both the sleeping mask and the nursery. Obviously, we can't draft the car anymore. Okay, well that's also a disappointing end to the run. There might be a trunk somewhere that we can still smash open. If nothing else, we can go at least check out what things are good for in the trading post. Because the den often has a trunk in it. I don't think there were any big spots that I missed. Yeah. No trunk in here. I'm not going to trade the power hammer, but I am going to go see what it trades for at the very least. I think the terrace didn't have anything. I don't see how that would benefit unless it specifically said that it would persist across days. I don't think it does. Magnifying glass. Coin purse. Magnifying glass. Silver key. A silver key? I mean, I will trade my metal detector for a silver key. Thank you very much. That can't hurt. Let's grab the magnifying glass. Just in case. And Power Hammer does trade for the Secret Garden key, but, like, no. So I think I'm going to use the silver key. Okay, so I could use it in the bedroom, and there's a chance that that gets the locker room. It's slim because it's going to have a lot of rooms that have multiple doors, and the locker room only has one extra door. But I don't think you can get the locker room lower than like rank 6, 7, or 8. So I think I'm going to go put the power hammer back just to be safe. Because it's going to be a lot of steps to get back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll keep the power hammer. Because there's still a bunch of bedrooms that I can draft to. I mean, even just one dormitory is going to give me 20-something steps. And it certainly does bite to keep going through the chapel, but... My fear was the archives, but the courtyard is great because it's always unlocked. Plus has a trunk and a couple of dig spots. And the metal detector back, so 10 out of 10. 3 keys? Wow, it's my birthday. And a turnip. 10 out of 10. Let's go over here. I mean, if I could, trophy room would be great. Pump room's okay. East Wing Hall gives me 2 more possibilities for rooms. I think that might be worth it. Because again, if we can put like the bunk room down in the bottom, pump room gives me 2 trunks, which is nothing to sneeze at. But pool hall, 10 out of 10. Eight. 5. Nope. 3. I can't do math, man. Yeah, no joke. No joke. So if it's... Is it -4 plus 5 times 11? See, I don't like that. But that's also kind of fun, that it's -4 squared, or 4 plus 1 squared, divided by 9. That's kind of fun. That's kind of clever. I don't love it, but it's clever. I mean, the kennel could solve problems, but I also like the sauna. Just putting that here would be... Yeah, because obviously Secret Passage can't draft, it's a waste of time. I don't want to see the dogs, and that effect could be good. I'm running out of places that I could possibly need keys, though, so I think I'm just going to put the sauna. Well... Yeah, I'm just going to put the sauna. There might be a gem in here, too. points. Okay. So that would be great if I had gems. Because I have the conference room, could just get all those coins right away, and then go buy the heckin' axe. So let's get the closet, see if we can get some gems. Of course not. Of course not. Of course we can't get some gems now that we need them. Pump room, I think, is probably the best, because it gives us those 2 trunks. I could have re-rolled, surely I could have re-rolled, but we're almost done with stuff in the reservoir, though. I don't know if there's any... I mean, I got the sanctum key at the bottom, and so it's possible it'll be efficient just to fill it up again. I could leave the pool empty, or I could leave the fountain empty. We'll see. If I end the day suddenly having a bunch of extra keys, then I'll probably go down and open the rest of those trunks, but that's also assuming that I have enough scabs. We're actually running into the risk of losing the power hammer. But again, we pray for more turnips, we pray for more bedrooms we can draft. The kennel could be okay. It's probably got dig spots in it. I think we'll give it a shot. Also, I just want to see the dogs. I just want to see the heckin' dogs. Look at them. Look at how cute they are. Oh, there we go. There is a pet option. Good puppy. Turnip? No. A cat. What does this picture mean? What does it mean? What could it possibly mean that there's a cat picture in here? Again, a lot of rooms that would be nice if I had more. Yeah. I still don't think I've ever been in the master bedroom. That, again, could be absolutely huge. But we have the library now. And we have the magnifying glass. And we have the book. So I think we're just going to call it for there. We're going to draft down here. Mailroom could be good. Freezing accounts could be okay. Aquarium, just to get more steps. Ah, that was the dogs barking to open the room. I get it, I get it. Attic would be great. I mean, no sense not. Sure. And we still technically, we still haven't opened the trunks in here. So we'll go do that, and there's still a slim chance that we draft enough, or we get enough coins to buy the axe. But okay, let's just fundamentally rewrite our brains and see how that goes. Find the right page of my notes. I mean, I could just make a different. I didn't go through confession. I didn't go through my notes like I said I would. So let's just make a new tab for this book. Books. A new clue. Magnifying glass edition. This book is purple. Sundial Publishing. I'm pretty sure it's a different publisher than did the first two. All he needed was to find a new clue. Found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you, for you are looking for a new clue too. Dang straight I am. I'm guessing this isn't the most, like, important page to have, but we are going to take a snap of it for our new tab. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases, and gone through the piles of the evidence present and the precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. Okay, so corner cases. These are all books that fit in, or all rooms that fit in corners. That seems like the reason that this is called corner cases. His book doesn't have any words. Departure. Suspect list. 2 copies of the same list. None of those names strike any bell or ring any bells. Dead cases. Laboratory, closet, attic, furnace, solarium. It doesn't look like there's anything else on this page to zoom in on. Just the guy. Keep left. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. So this is the 7th angel, not the 8th angel. It's pointing at the rook. I got nothing. Keep left. Yes, dead end rooms, yeah. He looked and he looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids and he questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. Tanner Ford. I'm pretty sure these are anagrams of book titles. His Draft the Sixes was the fixed stars. So tome after tome that the library loaned, and the books that he had already owned, were searched from their covers all the way through. He found a new clue, he'd know what to do. The times, again, seem pretty consistent. I don't know what that means. He changed all the letters and the lines that he found. He had checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the diction of each word was sound. Yeah, so we have this fixed stars here. And doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting. So presumably, any holiday things try to find a homophone of some kind. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. I don't know what this vase/incense burner is. A man obsessed and cuckoo too, they would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Okay. And having read this book so many times, I've been scoured over each of its cryptic lines. Have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? That picture, this one looks similar to the picture in the store, in the shelter. There's a bird in front of a sunset in the shelter. This picture's in the ballroom. This picture is in the safe house. Dead end and major key, XYZ, ABC. Seen all the signs. So it looks like there's 2 5-letter words from the signs. Crap. And there's the metro map. And whatever this is. Oh, come on, I can't even read that either. But I guess that's a page from the... assumed page count starts on title pages. Yeah, again, that comment, Jaren's Playground, seems like you know more and are suggesting something based on knowledge. And I don't appreciate that, because I don't see over each of its cryptic lines. Like, that's far more knowledge than one gets from just reading that sentence alone. So, again, please don't make comments that imply knowledge. Assumed page count starts on title pages. But, like... XYZ ABC. Okay. I did already screenshot that, yes. Because Jor here and Jor with the major split through makes me wonder. There isn't a Jor here on the list of names, but there is still the major individual in the busts gallery that could, again, is suspicious based on everything. The suspect is major, and the suspect is not a minor. The suspect is a key. And this looks enough like writing that I'm frustrated and suspicious, but... Or is there perhaps something new, something overlooked but now in view? Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. So it could just be... Okay, you're correct there. There is each on that page. It could just be numeric, like page A is page 1, and word X is word 23 or whatever. Page C. So that's my frustration, is I don't know exactly what the letters mean in terms of page. There. Covers all the way through. Okay, so when you said that it fundamentally changes how I interact with books, it's just trying to find the individual word in each book that matters? And so this book is Violet. And so page B, word Y. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22. Okay. Keep left, 2 Tanner fork. Turn right, dead end, record each stop on the way. I guess record, because it blocks the S intentionally, record each stop on the way. Oh, okay. Okay, so you need to follow the map. You need to find a map that then tracks along this. Depart Route 8, keep left, 2 Tanner Fork, turn right, dead end, and then record each stop along the way, too. So maybe I do need to go back to the safe room. Just taking pictures of all these signs as well, so I can have them for solving this puzzle inevitably. And then record each stop along the way, or on the way. The suspect is a blank or a period key or a dot key. So I think the suspect is whoever last name is key. That would be what I think that would mean. No one here has an A. It's FMSN. BLCRCC. There are no vowels, so it makes me wonder if you're supposed to input the vowels elsewhere. Okay, well, good stuff at the very least. Hickey alien ship posting. Is there anything I'm missing here that I would be remiss not to have the magnifying glass for later? If the suspect is both minor and major, there are 2 suspects, presumably. Or it would be like Bo Lee, who is right on the edge of being not a minor versus being a minor. Yeah. So let's go put the power hammer back. Let's go make sure that we get the trunks here just to see if we get enough money. somehow the trading post guy put those car keys back in that pool. Random guesses did get it this time? Come on, fam. Come on, fam. It wasn't completely random. I was trying to guess a date in November, right? Because the what's the word? Calendar says November. Well, tiny little letter. Tiny little letter.
Did you just random?
I did just randomly.
What the
kind of randomly. I picked a date in November 1108, and it happened to be correct. So here we are. Anyway, okay. November 8th, yeah. Uncle, in a few hours we are departing. As planned, we'll be taking the old Mountain Way tunnels to the north. We'll go as far as we can by trolley until the rails give out. Then we'll proceed on foot until we reach the southern border. I've never been as excited, nervous, and heartbroken. I may never know if I've made the right decisions, but I've made the ones I felt my father might have nodded in approval at. Leave a message for Simon here in the safe house, this unhallowed cavern that we have called home for the last year. If something should happen to me, please guide him to this place. Try to show him what those lost days were all for. Explain to him, if you can, the intersection between foolishness and doctrine, the thin wire we stood upon above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. Holding hands and throwing stones. In those days, we were guilty of everything. That's a very elegant phrasing. Big fan. No gem so far. Yeah, it makes sense to me that there's no gem here, because it's a small little safe. But I'm betting that that the code is the same for the one in the study. Foolishness and doctrine, the thin wire we stood upon, above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. So this safe was in the safe house, or the letter was in the safe house, and then it was moved to be in here. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, because the letter here, right? Day 1, and then I guess I don't know why it's November 8th though. Like, what's the... Did he start on the day this letter was written, or was it just on the anniversary? Is that the point? I don't know. I don't know what the significance is for that, but that's still pretty neat. Yeah, I mean, I can buy this, but it doesn't do anything. It'll just disappear at the end of the day. We can go see if it trades for anything. Yeah, only 3 more to go. Crap. I need to go drain the reservoir again. My brother just brought me up some food, so I will be munching on that while traveling throughout the house. But my goal is to go down and open the rest of the boxes with the keys that I have. And I guess I'll go the long way outside, just so I can stop by the trading post as well. Rabbit's foot, rabbit's foot. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, I figured the shield would be what lets me pick up dynamite, but might as well check. No, the chests in the entrance hall only show up if I had succeeded any of the achievements. Or as no. Yeah, chests in the entrance hall I'm pretty sure are laboratory triggers. Or some other trigger. I think I have enough trunks for every chest, so I'm just gonna open them on site rather than thinking about it. Yeah, I mean, we kind of knew that one already. Yeah, I think that's all of them opened, so we got the prizes, and that's cute. Cool. So we can refill the reservoir. I don't know if I ever need to go back into there, though. So the question is, do I refill it to 6 for access to the safe house? Or do I refill it to 1 shy for access back to this crossing? I don't know what the optimal solution is there. Okay. We can do at least one more day. I don't think there's anything else to do today. But knowing what we now know about the armory, that it can have that axe, that is a very, very good thing to be on the lookout for. And honestly, it might even be worth trying to get the knight specifically, because again, gem costs have constantly eaten me and ruined my runs. And so if it can be used multiple times, using that to cut away cut away gem costs from rooms would be excellent. I don't know if there's any particular thing worth checking out here. I still need to break down the wall in the precipice area. And obviously I still need whatever gets me through here. And I'm still waiting for whatever visitor was prophesied by the Great Alzara to open the side gate here. So yeah, anyway. So we want to go to the study today, see if we can open an actual safe with the same code. It would be probably wise to fill the well again, just so we can start banking more coins until we get a bigger allowance. Shrine is what I was hoping for. Just to get a blessing. No, the house did not, because I didn't have the office or the study. Those are the only places I know of currently, besides the master bedroom and mistress's bedroom, that have the king and queen pieces. going through my notes to see the general. I don't like drafting red rooms, but enough red rooms are not awful that I think the general is actually an okay blessing, especially since I struggled to get gems. So I'm gonna have the blessing of the general on the hope that I can get the schoolhouse again while I have that blessing. Because again, you can draft the chapel, you can draft the, weight room and the gymnasium are both okay. Let's just go up this time. I think Den is okay to stick here. Not great, but we'll take the parlor. The blue box contains gems. All statements that contain more than one B are true. The letter B appears twice in the box that contains the gems. So I'm guessing true, true, false, and they're in here. So that would still be true here. Okay. Frickin' parlor, man. A pool hall. Let's go here. Get either keys or the key card. Get the frickin' card keys. Yellow means minus. But is it 4 minus 6 or 6 minus 4? Let's start from the assumption of 6 minus 4. 15 times 2 divided by 4 would be 6. Two plus 13 is 15 times 2 divided by 4. 30 divided by 4 is 6. It is 7? Is 6. $30 doesn't go into 4. Okay, so let's do -2. 11 times 2 divided by 4. That doesn't do it. I hate math, man. It's 2, 22. Oh, minus 4. Duh. Duh. Okay. Ugh. Yeah. -2 plus 3 is 11. Times 2, 18? No. So 2 plus 13 times 2 minus 4 is 26. 26 would be 13 times 2 here, but I can't push that. Again, it's boring, but we're gonna just brute force and see what the answer is. Unless the dartboard breaks eventually, that'd be funny. Because 4 minus 6 would be -2, plus 13 is 11, times 2 is 22, minus 4 is 18, but it's 2? Oh, is that supposed to be 2? Well, okay. Oh, was I dividing? No, wait. I don't know. 4 times 4 divided by 4 divided by 1. So how is the answer 2? Like, how is the answer 2? Is it, if it's higher than 20, then you put the number that is after 20? Because 11... No. I don't... yeah. I don't know, fam. 2 squared times 2, 14. Divided by 4, divided by 1. Should be 4. Is it also 2? It's also 2. Is the last answer just going to be 2? So is it... No, the answers weren't all 2. So, I mean, if it's 1 times 10 plus 11... Okay, so if it goes higher than 20, then you do just... pink and purple represent... pink is multiply, purple is divide. Okay, let's go back down and see if we can draft other rooms. We have the steps to waste today for sure. I want the coat check. I mean, I do like just planting the nursery down at the bottom. Because again, it often, not always, but often has an item in it. I could just go to the commissary. Serves essentially the same purpose. Corridor is good because it's always unlocked. I'm just gonna do the nursery. Because I always hedge my bets about running out of steps. It is a store. So we have a red book here. So I'm gonna copy the cipher up higher. So a red book, page 1, starting with the title page. Do we then have to repeat to get to word X? Or is it this one that is, you don't need title pages, page 0? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. Um, Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4. 4 marigold. If it repeats, if it is starting on page 1, then it would be marigold, assuming that you cycle through. Anyway, made makes sense. It could be any number of things with the word made, but keys. A magnifying glass. I mean, security early is always good. Terrace, though, I mean, the terrace is pretty good. The terrace incentivizes trying to go to the greenhouse and getting the coat check and breaking down the wall. I'm somewhat short on time, so I'm not going to deliberate too far. I think I'm just going to take the west wing and try to get... I mean, it'd be cool if I could get the terrace here. I don't think we can. It has to be going in. But, I mean, let's just stock up on a bunch of steps. Patio, useless at the moment. Chapel's probably fine here. All pretty bad. Let's the storeroom here. I think I have the car keys. It's very, very risky leaving it all up to here with no rerolls. But I think I still have a security disc that I had in the trunk of the car that I still haven't freaking upgraded with, and so I think I want to take this on the hope that I get a security room again, security or the office or whatever else. I could just take the courtyard and have that be easy opens though. I think I'm gonna risk it on the pool ball. Oh, never mind. Maybe I did use it. Lockpick is good, though. Because it also leaves the chapel where I never have to go back through it, which is pretty good. I hate my life. Oh, disgusting. Disgusting. What's even the point of this game anymore? Punished by my hubris. We can just go dig up those dig spots and cry about what might have been today. So many dig spots in here. Cool. Well, I have plans tonight at 7:30, and it's about a half-hour drive to get there. So I don't think I can justify doing another day. And so maybe it's somewhat a blessing in disguise to have this day end early, so that I'm not pressured into making bad decisions later on when it's closer to the wire. So I'm happy I got the shrine. We read a new clue with the magnifying glass, and that's what matters at the moment. That's like the big hype. Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna wrap it up here. This stream ended up being about as long as a normal Blueprint stream, so you know, that's fine. A misleading name, that's fine. Again, I'll be playing Breath of the Wild tomorrow, basically all day. Friday, finally getting around to play mini golf in VR. There was a Humble bundle that had Vertigo 2 remastered, or not remastered, Vertigo 2 on it, that I'm considering buying because it has Vertigo 2 for much cheaper than you can get it elsewhere, plus a couple other games that I don't own. So mini golf, I'll probably play mini golf at least once, and then if it goes well, then I'll play it again. Happy to keep playing Into the Radius 2. People just didn't seem too interested. Sorry, concurrent viewer who just joined. This is the end of the stream. But yeah, then I might stream on Saturday. It all depends. If my sister has the day off, I'm probably just gonna spend the day playing games with her instead of streaming. But if she has to work, then I will probably play something. I might spend a long day on Saturday just doing Triforce charts in Wind Waker, because that would be a fairly... I don't want to have to do 2 streams of Triforce charts, but I don't want to have to spend like 3 hours in the evening doing Triforce charts, so we'll see. But yeah, thank you for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe if you wanted to see more of my streams. Notification bell can help tell you when I go live, because aside from Friday and Monday, it is very inconsistent. And then yeah, and I don't know if I'm going to actually spend time making a video this month, just because we're going to be moving and there's going to be a lot of stress around that and a lot of other work I need to get done. So we'll see. Don't necessarily expect a video in July. If I have time and the desire, then I might put one out. But that's all of the updates. Again, like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening today. Bye!